before you...
We're live, beef. Can...
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it would help if I probably went to the other screen. And that's not refreshed at all. Can you hear us, beef? Sorry,
Yep.
Can you hear us, milk? That's who I made me for. You're inseparable, you two.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yes, it's exactly like that.
Milk, just fucking join. Just play with us right now.
Right,
Just play,
okay.
It's cool.
It sounds like we're in. Let's get this thing, whatever we're going to call it, going. Are we ready? So, we begin our journey. The past year and a half has brought a great many changes to large sections of Ekros. Mighty states have fallen, new factions have arisen, and disasters both natural and unnatural have elapsed to devastating effect. This is no different on the seas. The 13, the undisputed power of the waves on Ekros, has seen its reality shaken. With the fall of Dukan, sea trade is in disarray, as trade lines have been suddenly severed without an instant replacement. This has diminished the 13's target pool for the mainstay of its wealth and supply, forcing much more risky endeavours. Couple this with the sudden sundering of control of Dukan's military might. While the regiments rampage through Loch, taking settlements as strongholds of their new burgeoning fiefdoms, the Dukan navy has also been sundered from its command and supply. The Dukanese navy now prowls the coast of Loch as its own collection of disciplined and well-equipped pirate fleets, with an alliance to the floating crown. Such is the nature of things that the former Dukanese navy now competes with the 13 for prizes at sea. And this brings us nicely back to the 13, and specifically to the 13th Fleet of the 13, currently stationed on the western reaches of Varda's Mirror, the ocean betwixt Vrana and Kalor, to Loch South. Here, a little east of the large island of Vrana, they seek to take advantage of shipping routes and traders plying the waves. And we move in to join one of the ships of the fleet. On the deck of the ship, rumours abound among the crew. The Admiral is out of favour. His fleet has suffered badly from recent storms, and the war on Loch has reduced the profits from raiding shipping. Ports and harbours are more heavily defended as settlements fortify against the predations of the free companies that have sprung up from the ashes of Dukan, no longer being able to support its bloated military. Any ship is now a prize worthy of capture, but not every prize is an easy target. With Dukan's navy cut free and operating themselves as piratical factions, the party is aboard. This is you guys. You are aboard the 13th Fleet's second ship, the fearsome frigate, the Sloppy Betty. The rest of the fleet are dispersed out hunting under the Admiral's orders. No prize is to be passed over. The Fleet Admiral needs to replenish his losses from whatever is available. And so you find yourselves on the deck. You are together as usual, and the Sloppy Betty is giving chase to a much smaller ship off to the front. It is a fine day, the sails are full, there is a spray hitting the deck from the where the ship cuts through the bow waves, and you can hear around you the crew are cheering and jeering as the Betty chases down its quarry. And we we focus in on your small group. I'm going to start in a certain order. We will start with each of you in turn. Oh, who have I got? Is that Callum?
Hello.
There we go. Right, we've just started. I've just gone through the preamble.
Wonderful.
Okay, so I've got a nice little order to go here. we'll start with Beef. You are on the main deck of the Sloppy Betty. The ship is chasing another ship. Can you describe and introduce your character and describe what it is you are doing in this moment?
Yeah, so my my character is Julio. He is a larger guy, blonde hair tied back, got an eye patch, and I feel like he's not actually doing anything. He's kind of a lazy guy, and so at some point in the next few minutes, someone is gonna have to yell at him to get his shit together.
Okay. Perhaps we move to a more, what's the word, dynamic character. Trill, perhaps you can introduce your character.
All right. I'm playing Hector. We'll go with just Hector for now. Visually, he is a kind of not extremely imposing, but certainly somewhat imposing. He's got a well-groomed, kind of gray and black beard, and long black hair. Well, not too long, but it is kind of tied back currently. I guess in this moment, as the Sloppy Betty is attempting to chase down this would-be ship, Hector is, I would say, probably working in tandem with I guess would be the ship's quartermaster, I believe. Looking to kind of get the crew going, right? Like, ensuring like everybody, to mind the sails, all of these things, and kind of just standing up front, just kind of, like pushing on the people around him to get to work.
Yeah, so Hector's there amongst the midshipmen, just cajoling and bolstering the spirits and shouting out, pointing out the odd instruction and stuff like that. Great, nice one. Okay, let's see. So, Mitty, can you describe your character and describe what they may be doing at this moment? As I say, as the ship is chasing down what is a considerably smaller ship than what you're currently sat on.
Yeah, so Willie is I guess an older gentleman. Kind of got caught up in the whole pirate ship life. Currently, he is kind of trying to spur on the crew with some music, trying to keep it lively and upbeat to make people move faster.
Yeah, a bit of music to get the beat going, get the blood pumping, set the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, that's a nice one. Okay, and then finally we'll come to Callum. Can you describe your character and what they may be doing in this moment as your ship bears down upon its quarry?
Yep. So my character is Kuori. He is the ship's main carpenter. He is fairly imposing. He's rather strong. Can take a punch, return a punch, and hold his drink. So quite bulky, but not hot. Dresses like a stereotypical lumberjack. So right now he is, I guess, on standby. Should poor old Betty need any TLC.
Very good. Right. So yes, you are all up on the upper decks. Like most of the crew, you are near the rails, looking at the ship that is doing its best to flee in front. There are the odd arrow raining down from the rigging above and from archers on the deck. Could you all please roll a perception check for me?
Here we go. Jesus.
Taste did not
What a way to
do
open
any
it up.
fucking work.
Okay. You all have a this isn't the first time you've been in this situation of chasing down a ship. You've all got your eyes on the prize, as it were. However, Julio, is it Julio or Julio?
Oh, no, Julio.
Julio, you are a little bit sharper in this moment, and you spot at the front of the ship on the bow an unoccupied ballista that is currently loaded and pointed towards the ship in front. Nobody appears to be manning it. Everybody's sort of fixated on what they're doing, and it appears to be have been passed by the majority. What would you like to do?
Like on the other ship or our ship? Sorry.
Oh, no, it's on the front of the ship that you are on the Betty.
Okay.
It is pointing the right direction. It is loaded. It seems ready to fire. The rest of you notice this as well, but Julio's the first one to pick it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, Julio's not going to do anything without, Captain's orders, but if we're being told to get firing, he'll probably start manning it.
In a situation like this, it's people are firing at
Okay.
will.
Alright, then yes, absolutely, I'll be there.
Okay, right. Let me. Now the question is, how can I do this? I need to get a ballista, make a ballista available to you. Might have to just drag one into your character sheet, because you're going to fire a ballista.
Nice.
I don't even know if I can do this actually. Maybe I should have tried this before I got into this. Yeah.
That's fine. Julio's a lazy bastard, so he's like slowly sauntering over to this ballista as you drag it to my character
Let's
sheet.
try this. No, it doesn't want to do that. Trying to think of the best way of doing this. Can I do that? Curses. I think the favourite for this one is just roll me a d20 and I'll find out how I can do this. $16. Right. Let me check. 20. What does the...
My normal attacks, I don't know how it works with this ballista, but my normal attacks is
Oh no,
plus 6.
I've got it here, so it's +8. So yes,
Okay.
so that would be a 24. Yes, you hit the ship. Right, let me tell you what. I'll just roll this for you, and then change it. Right, can you see that? If you roll the damage on that one that I've just put up. Oh no, it's not
I
showing.
can't.
We don't
for
have
you, is
access
it?
to the damage. Yeah, no.
Right, okay, I'm gonna have to do this for you. Sorry about this, guys.
That's fine.
Right. I'm gonna roll. Right, so the with the ballista, you fire, you hit the stern of the ship that you are chasing, and the bolt buries deeply in the rear of the ship, causing 12 points of damage. That's when you notice that the bolt had a rope attached to it, and quickly you hear a cheer come up from the crewmen around you, and other crew members quickly take the rope and tie it off to a stout timber on the deck. Your actions, you have successfully snared the ship, and now the crew are able to winch it in, and we are about to go into a boarding action. So
Nice.
you watch as the crew, and you get Julio, you get a pat on the back from the crew, and you're extremely happy with the prize is nearly secured. Arrows continue to rain down, and the frigate, the Sloppy Betty, is brought into a position to be alongside the small ship that you were chasing down. 2 planks are lowered, ropes are thrown with grappling irons to secure the ship, and 2 planks are lowered. Ropes drop from the rigging, and as the group that seem to have secured the success of this capture, you are all pushed forward to take the boarding action. You hear a command: "You 4, board her!" And
Order, I hardly know her. And then I'm gonna draw my rapier.
Yeah.
okay, so let me just pull some notes out, because at this point we have a couple of options in terms of boarding action. You can, let me find the right piece, because you can go along the plank, you can jump, or you can swing. They have different DCs, but they're all different actions, so you can choose which way you would like to go with it.
Julio picks whatever's the easiest. Always.
Okay, right.
He has a +6 to acrobatics. That's his best skill.
I'm just trying to think of how to do this, because I don't think it's fair to really do a history check or anything like that. He'd probably know. The easiest one is probably to swing. Yeah, so would you all like to swing?
Yeah, why not?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then roll me an acrobatics check, please.
All right. So I'll come up and grab the rope and start to swing across.
Fuck! Alright.
Yeah, that's. Who else is going?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Oh man, my.
Too
this...
cocky is his
Yeah.
problem. Just fucking like. Rope is
Oh,
big
thank God! Thank God.
guitar.
Oop, I was blind. My bad.
Oh, man.
You have a private dice rolling at me.
And you mind showing the
But
roll?
anyway.
Excellent.
Oh yeah. If you right click it, Chris, you can
Oh,
make it
Like,
Public.
you want
go to
to?
everyone or something.
So what was
excellent.
that? You want?
Anyway.
I'm not catching it. What we're doing?
My role, Mitty's role, is private, not public.
Oh right.
Yeah, excellently. Hold it. I think.
No. Right, can you see it now?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So we're just waiting.
Oh, nice. 2 9s. There we go.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Curio. You joining us?
How far away is the other ship?
I'll tell you what. I will bring up the map. Bear with me.
It says I don't own a token with vision.
I do not own a token with vision in this scene.
That's because I've not added them in yet. I will put you all in various places on the side of the ship, and then we'll work out where you're getting to.
But me and Willie in the water.
Yeah, yeah, it's going a bit like that.
That's fine. I planned for this moment, actually.
Yeah. This was your grand entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry the vision's a bit weird. It's just the way I had to build the maps here. I had to use walls.
All good.
Oh, that would help if I put you on the right ship. Oh no, what have I done? Sorry, I'm putting. What the hell's going on here?
I'm dissociating.
Yeah, I've got two curios. Delete that one. Okay, right. You've got a better idea of how far the ship is away now.
Wonderful. Instead of swinging, can I like wood bend a plank over to the other side and like slide on it Frozone style?
You want to crawl across the plank?
Uh,
Yeah, you can do that.
I mean, well, not necessarily crawl, but yeah. I would rather use the plank or create my own and go across.
Okay, then let's probably a good idea to roll initiative, and we'll start doing this in action order.
All right.
Let's get this going.
Oh, okay, so these are seen as. I get it.
I sorted all these out before. Update participant. This is something I did actually check. I updated that participant and it's done it again. New actors.
Maybe the sheet itself, whenever you edit the token, because the token will hold one, and then something else will hold another.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Okay, so just Julio to roll.
Perception? Sorry.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Initiative, right. Yeah.
Which technically is perception check, unless you.
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucking...
Great stuff.
20 to 1. Let's go.
So we'll say Willie and Willie and Julio, you are actually in the water.
Nice.
Okay.
Drop him in the water.
Yep. Let's just, I will drag you into the water. We'll put you there.
It's because Julio has no depth perception with the eye
then-
patch. It's
then-
fucking good.
Yes, you get it, yeah.
Fucking good.
That's a great start. Right. But let me see where we were up to. Hector, Hector, you did quite well, didn't you?
Yeah,
yes,
indeed,
with
indeed.
a 20 and yeah.
Hector gets
So-
over. Fucking everybody else is like...
So yes.
Well, my acrobatics is also a 19, so I think pretty solid.
We'll put you right there on the deck of the other ship, and since Curio has chosen to go over the plank, we'll start you right on the edge of the plank there, and you can move as normal.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so we start with Hector. Why is it not in the right place? There we go. So we start with Hector.
Alright.
You find yourself on the top deck. Sorry, not the top deck. The upper deck of this small ship, and you see splashes of blood on the deck. There is the odd body here and there the archers have taken out, but at present you do not you don't see any crewmen there. As it presents below that area below you that's bounded by the posts with stairs going down to it, that is the main deck. That is a level approximately 6 feet lower than the deck that you're stood on. At the back of the ship, there are 2 ladders leading up to the top deck, which is where the helm is. The ship has 2 masts represented by the 2 circles in the middle, and there are 2 cargo hatches in either side of that of the rear mast.
Okay. So as I land and I look around, I'm not seeing anybody, right? I'm seeing like blood splatters, like you said, and I'm seeing a body here and there, but nothing else.
I'll tell you
what.
If you want, roll a perception check for me, because while you're not seeing anything, you've all got other senses.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. So let me go ahead and make a quick perception check, real quick. Oh, I can just do this, I think. Oh, never mind. There we go. Yeah, so I kind of land and just like look around.
12. You do hear something, and you actually hear it below the deck you're stood on.
Okay. I've got my weapon drawn, so it's below the deck that I'm stood on. Okay. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'll use my. So where would you say on the map I would have to get to like prepare to head to the bottom deck? So like probably somewhere over here.
Well, you've got the choice. In front of you, in this area here, this is just a rope and post rail.
Oh, so I can just jump right down.
You could just jump over it. You could go there, and that would keep you on that deck looking down, and you would be able to see under most of the decks. Where you stand, this deck on this side, you can see clearly underneath that from your position. You can see the ribs of the ship and the wall, so you have a pretty good idea of the space that's underneath the deck that you stood on.
Okay, then. So if I don't see anything on the opposite side, then do I jump down like a complete idiot, or do I? I'll use one of my actions. Or sorry, I'll use. I think it's all 3 of my actions to move. I guess over here. So that I'm right at the kind of the top of the stairs and kind of looking down at the bottom, like below this area.
Okay, and with that, you see underneath there are 5 crewmen taking shelter in the only position they could find that gave them shelter from the arrows. I will say they are looking around. They haven't seen you yet.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for my action. So.
Okay.
Yeah, these are my turns.
So, Curio now.
All right. How far down is the water compared to the plank?
Let me just think. From probably, it's probably about 12 feet.
Okay. Would I be allowed to proliferate the wood from the plank down to the water for the 2 in the water to climb up?
Well, the plank is just resting. It's not fixed, so.
Yeah, so it'd be going straight down.
And you're going to hold it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do let's do a strength check. See if you can maneuver the plank and lower it down into the water so it'll be there for somebody to get up.
I think it'd be like athletics. or-
No, I mean, so using my my extended kinesis to sort of, so the plank in place
Right.
and the wood in the middle extends.
Oh,
down into
okay.
the water.
Right, I see. So you're making the wood grow, effectively. Right. Okay. Go on. You click on whatever it is to make this done. This is a nice test of this new class and seeing if we can make any of it work in Foundry.
So, well, the extended kinesis is just.
Oh,
Well,
it's
I need
just
to
a
use-
feat, is it?
Yeah, so I need to use. How do I give myself? So I need an action to activate my kinetic aura, which I can see in my top right, but shift left click. Okay. I activate. Okay. Well, I can't seem to give myself the buff in Foundry.
Okay. Right. Well, we can show everybody else where these feet. So let me just, because if you hover over in the actual feats thing, if you hover over the icon next to the text, you can click on the text thing and it throws it out there. So this is what we're trying to do, isn't it? So it's this sculpt or more proliferate. You cause it.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a extended kinesis on top of my base kinesis.
Right.
Which. Wait, why don't I have it here? I could have sworn that I added it. But yeah, so let's. Is it this one? No.
So is it?
There we go. So it's so the extended kinesis is an extension of the base kinesis.
Right. So to do this, you'd have to do the base kinesis first, which is 2 actions.
Yeah, so I need to channel elements as 1 action.
Right.
And then then extended kinesis as a 2 action.
Okay, so that would be all 3 actions
Yes.
taken. Okay, so we'll work out how to make this work. Hopefully, Foundry catches up with the this test case. So as of now, you haven't moved, but there is a section of timber on a grippy timber going down into the water, quite close to Willie there. Yeah, right underneath. Okay, so that's your turn, Willie. Are you enjoying your swim?
He's a wet Willy.
Exactly.
Oh god. So I guess seeing all the wood come out of the plank.
Yep.
We'll try to, kind of go over and climb up it.
I'll say your swim speed will be half your speed, so moving across there, that's 10 feet, and let's say it's pretty much with the 12 feet climbing up at half your movement speed, you're going to have used 25 feet of movement to get up onto the plank. But if you want to move, I'm not going to make you roll for it. It's Curio will have done it in such a fashion that it's fairly easy to climb.
Okay.
There are branches that are sticking out the side.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to have him burn all 3 of his actions and then you fail it on a check and fall back into the water.
Okay. So you're saying like difficult terrain going.
Yeah, because swim speed's generally half your walking speed unless you've got a specific skill for swimming or feet for that, and then you're going vertically up, which is climbing. Again, it's half speed, isn't it? So you've effectively done 17 feet of movement. I've given you a bit. So yes, so that's 1 action taken. You are up on the plank.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna start playing my instrument. Kind of get everyone lively. So I'll do a lingering composition, a inspire. Shoot.
So what are we doing here? Lingering opposite focus, but increase the number of focus. Ah, okay.
Should be inspire courage. I just can't find the can for. Composition, inspire courage.
Oh, nice. 60-foot emanation.
Performance check.
Attempt a performance check. The DC is usually standard difficulty. Okay. Composition. Okay, so yeah, if you want to do a performance check,
I said.
yeah, that'll do. So where are you putting your 60-foot emanation?
I mean, it emanates out of myself.
Okay. It moves with
I
you, I
don't know why
take it. Yeah, it should.
Well,
It actually gave an option of placing it then, and it's disappeared again.
mhm.
Oh,
Things are disappearing on me.
new actor, great.
So it should emanate from myself.
Okay, well that covers
Yeah.
everybody.
Nice.
Do you mind I don't know why it hit the roll.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So the reason it's hiding the rows, if you look like where you would like type in with the roll or the dice, you'll see where it says like
Mm-hmm.
there's like a little thing. It's probably saying like private GM roll right now. If you click the down
public,
thing.
but I think whenever I click the skill, it was public too. I don't know. I clicked something and okay. So not a critical success. 3 rounds of inspire courage for all of us.
Nice.
Okay, well that was a success. It wasn't critical.
Mhm.
Yeah, no magic. So that's you've moved.
Should just be
And how many
one
actions?
more round and.
So that's one action for
Yeah,
the
try to-
lingering composition. Okay.
I'm gonna try to leave the. I'm going back onto my own ship.
Okay.
I tried. It didn't work.
No. I don't know. You've done something.
Okay. That's
So
all I could do.
that's you for now. Okay. Let's see what Julio wants to do. You could.
Yeah, he's gonna swim up and climb up the enemy ship.
Okay. We will roll an athletics check for this one because you are trying to grip onto wet wood. There are a few handholds that you could probably reach, but it's not as straightforward as getting up Curio's created climbing path. So we'll call it. So you've got to swim. Then it'll be an action to climb, depending, and we'll see where you are depending on your roll.
Sure, let's swim over. And then
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you propel yourself out of the water. You manage to get a good grip. You're actually almost there, and with such a good roll, you are on the deck of the ship with another action left to go.
Great. Well, since I had to climb, I'll just draw my weapon,
Okay.
and that'll be that.
Right. At this point, these guys will enter the fight. So let's see where they end up in. Right, so it actually starts with one of the guards.
Yeah, I egg him forward. Come on then.
And these guys are shaken. They know they're under attack, but sort of look at resignation in the faces. It's do or die. So they're going to try and do. At present, you are, Hector, the only one that they can see. So no, that was 10, 20, 15. 25 will get him to there. He's going to move again, and he's going to tag you, Hector, and he's going to take a swing, or well, he's going to take a jab with his spear.
Oh, nice.
And he will miss, and that's his turn. So he he's almost trembling, and he runs forward. Has to take a bit of a dash with it, and as he's come up the stairs, he lunges forward, but the incline and the state he is in, he just jabs it down into the post just to your left, and then pulls it back and realizes the situation he's in.
Nice.
And now it's your turn. You
All right,
are
so
there with a trembling sailor in front of you with a spear.
yeah. So I'm the only one who came over, and I'm just now kind of basically getting attacked. But I guess I'm also seeing Julio just now kind of like reach the deck, covered in water, and just pulling out their weapon. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so when he attacks, I'm going to first, because I have my weapon drawn already, I'm going to take a. Well, first, I'm going to attempt to feint towards towards this person. So I'm going to make a deception against their perception. I fail, so thankfully it's not a. I mean, yeah, so it's just a failure. Okay, perfect. Never mind. So then, yeah, I'll attempt to kind of feint towards them. I'll see that it's not working. That even though they're shaken, they're still on guard. And then, fuck it. And then I'll just go in for like the straight attack. See what I can do. All right. So it's a 22 hit, and
Nice one.
Nice.
Right, so apply that, and wow, yeah, with that, he doesn't even have time to parry your thing. You sort of duck and weave with the feint a bit, and he follows you, but as he's following you, you swing and smash into the side of his neck, and it is a mortal blow. He just goes down on the stairs, leaning over the rail, and he drops his spear.
Perfect. I'll say, can I?
You only got one more action.
Yeah, I've got one more action. I'm going to target the one closest to me. And I'm going to attempt to demoralize. So, nice.
Oh,
Um,
that's a hell of an
So-
effect.
yeah. So I'm going to just kind of call out. I assume they can understand me. If not, then I can add on the unintelligible circumstance. But yeah, essentially, I kill this one in front of me, and then I'm just like, like clearly you're not made for this, right? Lay down your weapons,
Okay.
and that'll be the way I attempt to demoralize. With a terrible fucking roll, Jesus Christ! Never mind.
And they're already pretty demoralised, but not from you in particular, just from the situation. So your stern words do nothing to shake them from the sort of mental fugue they're in of just trying to stay alive. And I believe that's your turn.
Yep.
Yep.
That is it.
Okay. Now we
Imagine they all just come up and just die one at a time, right at my feet. I don't even have to move.
we're going to try to make that not happen. Yeah, this guy, seeing what's just happened, he's going to actually run back and get between his mates for some mutual support. What can he do here? In fact, he's going to reconsider that, and he's going to move behind the mast there, so he can get an eye. He's got some cover. I don't believe he's got anything. Yeah, he's gonna call that turn there. The guards have come in all together pretty well. Let's do a roll to see if this guy who's a bit further away has made a stern and stuff. So odds, he's gonna back off. Evens, he's gonna go in. He's gonna go in.
Come on.
So this guy is gonna run forward to there. He's gonna. What was that then? I think it was. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. He's gonna. If I wish my mouse would stop giving up the ghost. He's gonna get to there, and he's just gonna get ready for you coming down the stairs. Just have a look at what some of the common actions. We can't do that. Okay. So that's him. That's his turn. This guy, he was the closest when it died. Let's do the same again. Evens, he comes forward. Oh, odds. This guy's running. This guy's going to run behind the mast there, but he is going to target Hector, and he's he's going to make a bit of a rash decision, and he's going to attempt to hit you with his spear at range, and he misses. Unfortunate. So now he's got no spear. That will be his. He's moved. He's thrown his spear. He realises he's messed up. He's going to go back a bit further. That's him. And Kurori, it's your turn.
All right. So this person who's in front of me, can I actually see them?
No, they are below.
Below,
The visible. At present, you've seen Willie get back up on the plank. You can see you've seen Hector dispatch one enemy and something whistle by him, and you've seen Julio climb back onto the deck.
Okay. Collide. Okay. I'm trying to move here. It
Okay.
won't let me.
Yes, but it's because of the wall there. I'll just put you there then. So yeah, you've got another 5 feet of movement.
Okay. What do these guys seem to be doing?
They are currently with their shoulders to the mast, looking at Hector because when they moved, he is currently the only threat that they've noticed. You just moved into view.
Okay, so they're not doing anything in particular.
No. One of them has got a spear. One of them is without.
Do I have range? Yes. Okay. I'm going to hail of splinters.
Okay.
So put that there. 30-foot cone, so it will only let me put it in like cardinal directions, but yeah, I think they should both be solidly inside the cone.
Yeah.
So they take what's that? So 2 piercing damage with a basic reflex save, and 1d4 persistent bleed.
Okay, let me just make sure that we haven't got Trill Hector targeted. Right, so I've targeted both of them.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, new actor. Who?
Actor 75. I don't know who.
Yeah, you still damage her.
All right.
Somehow. Let's I'll put it back.
Yeah.
No, load the blade.
You've not got.
There we go.
Accidentally griefing people not even in range.
Yeah.
One of
whatever
the
reason.
splinter flies off, hits you in the eyelid.
Yeah, Fowdy does all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, it wasn't showing for me that Hector was targeted then. That was weird.
Yeah, it only showed me that the 2 you had targeted were targeted, but
Hang on,
for whatever reason.
there's only one of the guards has taken damage though. Why was that?
It's not even one of those. It's it's this one here.
All
For
right.
some reason, it targeted that guy and me.
How is it? Oh, what?
Yeah, not sure.
I'll just apply it manually because it's not done anything to them. So it's 2 damage. Nonetheless,
So it's with a basic reflex save, so they both do reflex save against.
Oh yes. Okay.
DC 17.
I'll do it
If
for
they
this guy.
succeed, it will be half damage, I believe.
Fail.
Yes.
So he takes 2 damage. I'll just do it manually. And Yes, they are not particularly dexterous.
No.
Okay. Right, so who else took the damage then? Right, he shouldn't have taken the damage. Let's add that back to him. He's showing us a bleed effect. Oh.
The way to remove effects is you click the token. You should see at the top right. Just right click the thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah, no, not that one.
Yeah. Or you removed it.
That's
Though.
later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep losing my mouse. Yeah, it's all going Pete Tong. Is he back? Let me just make sure this guy. Yeah, he is in. Just trying to make sure I've got all the. I've not accidentally removed anybody from the fight. Right, so these guys, the two that you targeted, then they've got the persistent bleed, haven't they?
Yep. 1d4.
Right, let me just put that in there. Persistent damage. Bleed. And what was the... Did you say it was DC 17? No, it just doesn't matter, does it? It's... did he get... Did he...
It said that both the piercing and bleed damage is subject to the basic reflex, but I think now that they've got the bleed, they can recover.
Yeah. To make a
They
recovery check.
recover from it as usual for persistent damage. So I think it's a flat DC 15 check every turn.
I'm just putting this stuff in manually. That's that one.
If I'm not misunderstanding it, if they'd succeeded the basic reflex, it would have been half of 1d4 bleed damage each turn.
I think the bleed stays no matter what. I think the basic is just for the piercing or the initial damage.
We'll see how we go.
Okay.
But I've applied that to those guys. Okay.
Alright.
So
That's my turn.
that's your turn. Okay.
Yeah.
That leaves us the guard that is right below you. He's seen you. He's just witnessed what you've done to his friends. He's going to make an attempt to climb up over the climb up onto the deck where you are. How do I do this with this guy? Is it just an action? Yeah, there we go. That's... It's quite frustrating. You can. It's easy to drag actions from one character to another for player characters, but not for NPCs. Oh, there we go. Right, we've done it. Right. So he's going to take a climb action. Which is an athletics check. That's pretty good actually. So with that, he's up alongside you, Curio, and he's going to take a punt at you with his spear.
Okay.
Excellent. He manages to hit, and you take 5 damage. So yeah, from below you, this sailor jumps, grabs the deck below you, and hauls himself up to come stand next to you, and takes his with his spear tucked under his arm, jabs forward. That is just 2 of his actions. He's gonna take another one. this time. As he pulls back, goes through again. You're ready for him this time. You just sway to the side, and he hits the ship hull just to the rear of you, and a bit of wood splinters off, and that's the end of his turn. And now we are up to Willie.
All right. Willie is getting interference with walls.
Yeah, sorry
Guess
about
I'll,
that.
like, move over there. That's all good. See that guy and throw some needle darts at him.
Have you targeted him?
Yep. Sadly, it was a miss.
Okay.
On a note, two of the people didn't drag Inspire Courage onto themselves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Added to the time. I wanna do that. Ethan. Peru.
What was that, Mitty?
Yeah, how?
You might want to drag you have to drag the Inspire Courage condition or the spell effect onto your character and add the time for it.
Right, I'll do it. There you go.
Be for
Oh, fuck, I
2
deleted it.
rounds.
I always mix it up when you're.
Yeah, that's a new one on me.
That's doesn't auto. Maybe it can auto target. I'll have to mess
How
with
many
it.
turns is there for it?
Should be 2 more.
2.
So where are we up to there? Was that was just doing the thing that should have happened last time, wasn't it? Have you actually?
Yeah. I'm
You're
good.
still-
I'm
you're
done
done
with
now, Vinny?
everything.
Oh, you've just done the needle darts.
Moved and needle darted and yeah.
Okay. Right. So yes, it's Julio with his rapier
Yeah.
drawn.
He's gonna saunter over and walk through Hector here to get over here. So, I can't move because of the walls. You're gonna have to move me.
Is it because you're half on a wall?
Yeah.
If I put you there,
Well, I'll be in front of Hector for one movement, and then I'm gonna move down
all right. So you want it to be
to be in range.
there.
So that's one movement.
Yep.
And then I'll move one more time for another action to be in range to attack this fellow.
Okay.
So I should be able to move myself. Perfect. And then I'll just make a strike against him. And that's it for me.
Okay. Lucky guy. And that becomes his turn. I think this guy's still got his spear. Yeah. Well, you're there in front of him. You've come down the stairs. You've attempted to Zorro slash at this poor unfortunate merchant seaman, and in his desperation he's just gonna jab out forward with his spear. And he will miss as he pulls it back.
We both suck at this.
as he pulls it back, he will try to swipe to the side, and he will also miss.
You're trying really hard.
He is trying really hard, but he's panicking now. He's not getting anywhere. He's going to back off. Now, do you have an attack of opportunity?
I do not.
Okay. Then he's just going to back off just to get the mast between himself, Julio, and Hector.
Fuck, I suck. And then he's just running away.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm just
Well, I
gonna
mean-
walk after you.
You know, these are just ordinary sailors. No. Okay, so it's Hector's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna step on down. Yeah, I'm chasing. I see that Corey's been hit, but it seems like they've got that under control. So, yeah, I'm gonna move down. I'm gonna kind of brush past Julio as I'll make it here. Wait, whoops. So make it there, and then sorry, I'm gonna double check my speed. Okay, it's 25. Okay, so
Yeah, you've got one more.
I guess, yeah. So that's one action. Yeah, I'm just going after this guy,
Okay.
especially because he stepped up trying to be somebody. So I'm gonna just get right up here, target him, and I'm going to.
I think you could have gotten to the left of him in one movement, Drill.
From the top?
Yeah, because you could go through me diagonally. 5, 10, 15.
Right, let's see.
Right? No. So 5.
I've only got 25. So. I mean, I guess I could get.
Like, go to me first.
Oh, yeah.
15, and then go diagonally. From there is 5, and then 5 again.
No, it's an additional
Oh,
10.
no, it's 15. Too
Yeah.
far. My bad.
Yeah. They always do. That's the way that Pathfinder does it. Like, the first one is 5, but the
Smart.
next one is.
Mm.
Yeah, next one's 15. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna try to leave this guy alone.
Oh.
I suck too. Damn. Yeah, so I'm just like rushing along, trying to just kill this guy. Just kind of like get this situated and clumsily just attack out without thinking
Yeah,
about what I'm doing.
You go to swing your falcata, which is like an axe, and you catch the the jib of the crane that's stowed next to where you're standing. It hangs, literally, it hangs without even coming near the guy. So yeah, that was 2 moves and an attack. So we're on to these guys. Okay. This is the guy that backed off before, but he's seeing your clumsy attempt to swing at his friend. He's going to look to move forward now. Let's just see if he's got what range he's got on that. Yeah, okay, he's not going to be able to flank you, but he can. He's going to run forward, get underneath the jib that you just hung up your axe on, and he's going to jab at you with his spear. And he
Oh, that
hits.
hits.
Oof.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
You applied it to the wrong. You applied it to the gut.
I had you targeted as well, damn it. I will resurrect him. He had 7. No. There, right. He lives. He lives. Let's try this again.
Yeah. Well, I took the damage, so it's all
Oh,
good.
you actually took the damage, did you?
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm struggling with. Oh, that's what I'm struggling. Oh, damn it! Bear with me. I misclicked. It's loading another scene. There. What the fuck? I'm in the wrong place. There we go. I'm back. Right. So he's run forward. He is struck. He's done well to strike you. He is going to try that again. Wow. Yeah, he gets another one.
All right. Big rolls. Oh no.
Let's see who it applies this to. Come on, you are targeted this time.
You have to click the token you want to apply damage to. That's the thing. It's not just targeting.
Ah, right. That's the mistake I'm making. Yeah, it's just turned orange.
There it is.
There we go. Right, excellent. So, yes, as you stand there, you swung at the first guard, and your falcata hits the jib of the wooden crane. You're wrenching. The guard sees his opportunity, runs up underneath the jib, and with your arm raised, jabs upwards underneath your arm with his spear, and then swipes down as he retrieves it. With that, we move on to, say, guard. These are sailors. What was that?
What's the bleed damage?
Oh yeah. Did it apply to the right guy?
It applies to him because it was his turn.
Yeah, but it was one. For some reason, it's not. He's still got the same health he had before. My mouse keeps getting hung up on my other screen. Let me just do a quick check of who's got what damage. He's okay. He just took one bleed. He should have less. So let's do that. Right. Yeah, we're on the next guard. Okay, this guy has no weapon at this point. Because he threw his spear at you.
Yeah.
So he's hurt. He is going to. He's going to run backwards to there. With one movement, and he's going to duck. He's going to move back a bit further, and he's actually going to disappear out of sight through a door. I'm just going to move him off the map for now. So that's his turn at present. Damn it. With that, we are on to Curio. Who did that apply to? That was the guy that just ran. Okay.
So when this guy attacked me, you actually applied the damage to him and not me.
Oh, okay.
So he took 7 damage from his own spear.
Okay. I will take 7 off you then. Thank you for your honesty.
This is okay. For that. I will. Let's target him. Oh. I will cast hardwood armor on myself.
Okay.
How can I apply this to myself?
Uh,
No foundry auto magic.
yeah, this is the thing. One armor statistics are AC bonus +3. This is going to be an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, this replaces the armor that I have on.
It's not like automatic.
Yeah, we tried playing with this, and because it's a new class, it is in Foundry, but they haven't got everything worked out right. I went looking for it, and people have had to write macros and stuff like that, and I'm not that far along.
Not everything's there yet.
So I think this one we're gonna have to make a note of the thing. So you get a bonus, AC bonus of 3, a dex cap +2, check penalty -2, speed penalty. So the important ones here are your speed are down by 5.
Yeah.
The strength of the armor is 14.
Yeah,
So
I have.
Okay, so I think we're just going to have to remember that you've got a +3 to your AC and a -5 to your speed as things stand.
Yeah. I also use it so I can use it to additionally create a shield. So I have a wooden shield in hand as well.
Yes.
So that was one action, and the next. Okay, so I want to use a 2-action elemental blast against this guy.
Okay.
Is there? Elemental blast. Right, can I just give this to myself? It just adds it at the top, and then I can't actually click it. Oh.
What do you mean it adds it to the top of?
So when I'm looking at my actions,
Oh, I see what you mean. That's why you've got 4.
Yeah.
4 different
I've just got
actions
4 elemental blasts. I can choose 1 or 2 actions, and it changes nothing.
there. Yeah, I'm clicking them myself.
I can't print it. I can't do it. I can't even remove them.
Okay.
But
So what are the rules of this elemental blast? What's the roll? What's the bonus? And we'll just have to do it manually, and then see if it hits applies damage. We'll just have to do it this way.
So a melee impulse attack against the AC. So I use my kineticist. What do you call it? But yeah, my impulse attack. So it's +7.
Okay.
So I will roll 1d20 +7. Nice.
So that's a 16. Yes, that hits, but it's not a critical or anything like that.
No, that's a 9. I rolled a 2 +7.
Oh, okay. Oh, you applied the +7. Yes, that's a miss then.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a miss. So
Are there any effects for a miss?
no,
Okay.
it just lists full damage for success and double damage for critical success.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
Okay, yeah. So you charge up the elemental forces and go to lay your hands on him to discharge the effects, and as you do so, the wind picks up, the ship rocks slightly, you stumble and grab the ship hull instead, and the spell dissipates. Okay, that's rough for a 2 action.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay, so we're on to, so it's this guy's turn again. Seeing you've just you've just tried to impart something to him again, he's going to target you, and he's going to give it a jab with his spear. What did that do? And he misses by 4. But yeah, he'd have missed by more because he's so yeah, it's not a critical miss, but it is a miss. He's frustrated. He's going to try that again. He misses again, and now he's starting to panic. He's going to try to back away from you, get a bit of distance. So he's going to back off 1, 2, 3, 4, a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, that's right. Is it? Sorry, should be. Come on, there. That's right. Got a bit of lag. Okay, that's his turn. Willie, you're up.
Alright. So, Willie, I guess seeing that guy run away a little bit, we'll try to. I'll try to get on board. The door's closed. I'll do it. What's that? Take one more step. Yeah, I'm fine there. I'm gonna target the same guy. Try to shoot some more needles at him. Magic needles. Targeted him. That's it.
Excellent.
Yeah, 6 damage.
Okay.
What can you really do?
And it actually applied to the right guy. Excellent. So
3 actions.
that's your 3 actions. Very good. So
Yep.
seeing the way open to you, you dash across the plank. Fortunately, staying out of the water this time. You look in the direction that the sailor has moved, and from your hands you fling the darts, and you thud 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 about his chest. He staggers back against the hull side. He's that was bad for him. Julio.
Yes, Julio is going to walk over here, and since he has one hand free, he'll reach into his worn healer tools and do some attempt at some battle medicine on Hector here.
Nice. Don't kill me.
That's where the great fails come in. So this is a medicine check at DC 15, I believe. Is it?
Yep. Whoops.
Oop.
There we go. Okay, we're good.
There you go. Success.
Nice.
There you go.
That's 11.
I healed up 11. Let's see. There we go, dude.
Have you just
We're
had
almost
yourself?
back on top. Yeah.
Excellent. How many?
I'm
going to say how many actions is battlefield medicine?
That's just one.
Okay.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah. So move, battle medicine, and then one strike on the guy next to me.
Okay. Who's
Just slap a bandage on the back of Hector's head and
oh, well
turn
done.
around and
Critical
beat the
hit.
shit out of this.
Yellow. Damn, good shit.
Just a question for you, Trill. When does it calculate the critical damage? Yeah, it's actually got it on
I
it.
clicked
Yeah, it
critical,
does.
so it did it automatically. Yeah.
Why does it say 9?
Because that's all they have.
Oh yes, of course, he's dead. Yes, and with that, I'm just looking at the numbers and not not at the actual battle.
And
Yeah, with that.
now that I've killed him, I have a reaction, which
Okay.
is you're next. So after downing a foe, I menacingly remind another foe that you're coming after them next. So I do an intimidation check with a +2 circumstance bonus to demoralize.
Okay, and who are you doing this against?
The guy right next to Hector.
Okay.
So if I can find my fucking skills. It's just an intimidation check. With skill.
Nice one. Just check.
That's a 26. Is that a regular or a critical success?
It should. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a critical success.
Here, I'll just. Okay, so they become frightened too, and I also gain panache since I'm a braggart swashbuckler. Give me it. There we go. Okay, sorry.
Find the right one.
And then yeah, that guy's frightened too.
Okay. So he's got a nice, cool little status effect on him, and that's so. Yes, you rush up to Hector with one hand. You slap a rag onto one of the wounds that you can see is oozing blood, and with the other you thrust forward, effectively running through the guy that was between Hector and the mast. Seeing him slump down, you turn to the other guy, glare, and wave your rapier that way, making clear your intent, and you can see him visibly quake from the result of your actions. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Hector, it's back to you.
All right. Let's see.
Finish him off, Hector.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just gonna focus on this guy. First, I'm going to attempt to feint. I'll make a. Okay, succeed this time. So, target is off guard against the next melee. Right guy. Make against them. And then as my. What is it like that? Oh. I don't have the permission. But yeah, you can drag and drop the off
So,
target.
What we're trying to do?
The off guard, you can drag and drop it onto the token. So
Oh.
it calculates the AC correctly.
Right. Okay. So this is going on the guy next to you. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. That's there.
I'm going to make an exacting strike for my first one, which essentially means if I miss this one, it's not going to count against my multi-attack penalty.
Yes.
So,
Ooh.
Jesus, there we go, dude. Nice. All right. So, I guess taking the very measured approach allows me to get that critical strike in. So, that'll be... Yeah. Supreme overkill, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and Hector's taken a bit of attention, and up until Julio throwing that patch on him, he'd taken a few knocks. And Hector, you just vent all your frustration. You take a breath. You look him square in the eye, and you effectively eviscerate him with the slash of your falcata. And yes, he is dead. Okay,
Nice.
it's starting to, you clean up at present. You can all only see one guy left on the deck. Who's next? Oh, that's what did that roll then? Got to apply that. Ooh, not going to be enough to finish him. Not quite. So, which guard are we on? Yes. Okay, so you hear from the back of the ship slam of a door, and come on, mouse, play nicely. No. We've got one. He steps there, and then he comes running out. This is his second action. Sees the two guys that he was with dead. Looks around, sees his comrade on the upper deck, and he is going to make a run up these stairs. And that's his turn. He's just going to try and tie in with his friend on the upper deck that's backed away from Curio. Curio, it is your turn.
Alrighty. How far away? 25 feet. Okay. I'm going to run up to him and then try and blast him again with a two action elemental blast again.
Oh, this is one where we had to remember, isn't it?
Oh, again! Come on!
Rough.
Do I have a hero point?
Yes, you do. You can hero point that if you wish.
I will hero point that. So when I roll another 2.
Right. Okay.
That's better.
Right. Let me just double check something. It is a hit. It is not a critical hit.
Okay, so a normal success. So that is 1d8 plus my strength modifier, which is 3, plus my constitution modifier because it's a 2 action and elemental blast. And that is 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That takes.
And that what was the element that you actually summoned?
I'm a wood bender.
Right. So was you sort of
I curl one of the planks up and it slaps him in the face.
okay. Yeah, that's
It goes back down into the floor.
that's very good. So yes, the ship hull, the upper part of the ship hull that you're next to, at your command, folds round and sort of sideswipes the guy across the head, and with that he goes down. Yes, that was a success, and he collapses to the deck with a bloody ruin on the side of his head where the wood has ripped away the upper layer of skin. So that's you moved, and that was 2 actions, yes?
Yes, so that's my turn.
Okay, so that guard just got smacked by the ship, and it's Willie's turn. You currently see there is only one very frightened looking sailor towards the rear of the ship at this point.
Well, I will tell everyone to get him. And, our courage as a 1 action. Not lingering, so it should just. I just need to reapply it yourself. And then I guess, kind of shoots. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I will just shoot some more needles at him.
Go for it.
Or maybe.
Oh yeah, that hits. Okay.
Should just be double doing. No, it doesn't bleed. That's what it does.
Needle darts. For some reason it's...
1 persistent bleed.
But I'm just looking at it. It doesn't appear to have done its critical damage.
It doesn't do critical damage.
Oh, it doesn't.
Just
Okay.
has a persistent bleed additional.
Okay. Well, that's those darts are enough to. Whoa. Oh, what happened then? Those darts are enough to finish the guard off. You with a very well placed throw. It's almost like you've peppered them across his chest, but one hits him in the neck and pierces the main artery there, and a large blood spurt comes out. He reaches up and folds into the deck at the top of the stairs, and with that, all the enemies that you can see are down. There are nothing but yourselves and bodies on the ship, and that brings our combat to an end.
Alright.
Okay. I'll leave the map open because we've got the 2 ships next to each other, with the final fall of that sailor, of that frightened sailor, with you being absorbed in the fight. Only now do you realise that you were the only ones to come across from the frigate, and a loud cheer erupts, and from the Betty herself, and those on the upper deck. Willie and Curio, just roll me a quick perception check, please. Okay, Curio, you're a bit more interested in the new ship that you've got access you've got access to, that being a passion of yours. But Willie, you look over at the frigate and you can see some smiles and some grimaces. The money has been changing hands, and it seems that the crew had a little bit of a bet going on the outcome of this particular shipboarding action, and whether you take any offence to that or smile at the action of your fellow crewmen, it doesn't really matter. They're going on with that. What would you all like to do now? The battle is over. There are nothing but bodies. There's a cheering from the frigate, what I will do is we will start with, let's say, as the person who got the final killing blow. What would Willie like to do now that the battle is over?
Right. I mean, Willie's gonna shout out to the people that were betting, saying, you knew we were gonna win. Was it even a question?" I'm gonna start to kind of walk over to some of the bodies and look for what they had that they were trying to protect.
Cool. Roll me. Let's see what's appropriate. I think it's probably investigation, isn't it?
Oh, I think everything. I don't know if
It's just perception.
Yeah, everything is perception on Pathfinder.
Oh, right. Okay.
There's no investigation skill.
Yeah. Just roll a perception check for doing a search of the nearest body. 8. You find the guy wasn't particularly well equipped. His clothing isn't fantastic. You do find the spear that he was using when he attacked Hector in the first place, but that's about all you can locate on his body.
I want a spear.
You would like a spear, right?
I don't want a spear.
You don't want a spear. Okay.
Not my forte. I'm just gonna kind of stand here and play some music for everyone.
Fair enough. Let's make a note. Next up, let's say you were up there as well, Callum. Is there anything that Quarry would like to do before we go any further?
Not in particular, no.
Okay. Julio, Hector, is any pressing business you would like while during the aftermath of this boarding action?
I'm definitely grabbing a spear, just
Okay.
to see if there's any of them that look to be still in decent enough order.
Yeah,
I'll just
I'd say that you can pick up a spear from one of the downed crewmen.
No, all right, yeah.
Okay.
I'll just kind of find that and just kind of look around, just make sure it seems like everything is, everything is all settled. That's it.
You can have that. Right. Yes, you've collected 2 spears from there, so you've got a throwing weapon. And with that, with some Julio, is there anything that you'd like to do?
He might peer down into the cargo hold.
Okay. Roll a perception check for me, please. It is. You peer through the grating, and while the daylight does penetrate a little bit, and you can see you can see a floor below and another grate directly below this one. You can't really see anything beyond that. All that's clear is there are another 2 decks below you. And with that, a call goes out, a loud bellowing command from the frigate, the Betty, shouting, "All hands, back on deck for the captain's word." And with that, you are summoned back to the frigate. The crewmen on the side that have been cheering the battle and betting on you reluctantly turn and step in to the deck itself. Do you go back to the ship?
I'll look to Julio and just be like, not not a moment's break, and then start to make my way back to the main ship.
Okay. Yeah, this is an order after all. Okay, let me.
As lazy as he is, Julia always does what he's told.
So, you will go back to the ship deck image, unless you'd like to stay on the map. I don't mind if you want to move around the deck a bit. We'll clear some. We'll leave those bodies there. Yeah, I'll leave you on. I'll leave you on the map for now. So with this, the ship is now under the ownership of the 13th Fleet. Roll. This name's gonna take a bit of getting used to. Kuari. Roll a. What's the best roll for this? Let me just have a quick look. Roll a. Would it be a? Roll a crafting check for me. I think that's probably the most suitable.
Is it about ships?
It is. Or why is there something else you'd rather do, like the guild or?
No, with my specialty crafting, I get a +2 to checks about ships.
It is about ships.
I will add that. Take every bonus I can get.
14.
I need it.
That'll just about do it. Okay. You know that even though you haven't been along, from what you've seen, you recognise that this ship that you just fought on is of a class called a pinnace. It is a small, and yes, that is how you pronounce it. It is a small and relatively fast sailing ship. It is moderately quick but very agile. However, it has little crew capacity. But it is as I say, a manoeuvrable vessel, and the manoeuvrability can be useful in certain circumstances. As you make your way, all of you, back onto the ship, the captain stands on the top deck with his senior deck officers. The first officer, the boatswain, and the second and third officer on either side of them. The captain makes the captain you know to be called Dion Scars. He calls forward and says, "My crew, this is a fine victory. Another vessel to add to our fleet. While she may only be small, I feel she will make a fine name for herself, and I offer her up to my officers. Which of you would take her out as the newest captain of the 13th Fleet?" And he first offers it to the first mate. Let me just get to my NPC list. He offers it up to the first mate, a dwarf, Theoden Longmantle, who you would know. The dwarf just takes a sideways glance, just slowly shakes his head, and just you see his lips moving. You can't really make out what he's saying. The captain nods and goes to his second officer, who is a half-orc, and you know him to be Sal, the Master at Arms. He says, How about you, my Master at Arms? Would you take this ship out?" And you see Sal nods, and with that, the captain raises his hand and says, "Rejoice, crew of the Sloppy Betty! We have a new captain among us, Captain Sal of our new ship. Sal, go forward. Select a crew from among our throng, among these reprobates, and you will be our newest hunter of the seas." And with that, Sal shakes his hands, lifts his arms up with a cheer and a bellow. The rest of the crew cheer, and Sal strides forward towards his ship. And on his way, he makes a beeline for the four of you. And as he approaches, he says, "Please join me." And he's softer spoken, you would imagine. He looks, as a description, he's been in a lot of fights, this guy. He looks rough, but he looks sinewy and strong, like weathered wood, like you'd find driftwood on a beach. It's tough. It looks like, his muscles look like rope. And he asks you to join him on the new ship. Do you join him? You get the impression that it is not a casual request.
I mean,
Yeah.
Julio would. There's no reason Julio would refuse. He's just like, all right.
Yeah.
So, at present now, you are the only 5 on the small ship. And Sal will say to us, "I am impressed with your actions today. You have lifted yourself from among the common sea folk of our vessel to show good promise. You have aided in taking this ship with very little help beyond the predations of our archers above. I would offer you a place on this ship as its senior officers under myself, and above some other crew persons to help run. With this, you get a larger share of the spoils from other ships that we capture, any prize we deem. In fact, with your actions on this, you when we are done, you could go see the purser to take your larger share of the purse from this. What say you? Will you join me? You have more freedom on this ship than you would on the Betty. You are bigger fish in a smaller pond, and you have the opportunity to take greater charge of your own destinies. Will you join me? What say you? And he will point at... Let's see who go. He will point at Julio first. You. Will you join me on this fine life?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. And you, pointing at Willie. We always need
Captain.
men such as you. Hector, I've seen you thrive in taking prizes and taking charge. Will you join me in this? Gone are the days of a hammock. You could have a bed.
That's so nice. Aye, Captain.
Aye. And finally you, Kuari. I fear, and I fear that we will need to make good use of your skills, because I intend to make waves out there and trade fire. Will you help keep this fine vessel afloat?
I'll treat her right.
Very good. Then, so be it. We are a crew. I will gather. I will see to the transfer of supplies and gather several able-bodied crew, maybe a few other likely souls to assist in the running of the ship. But for now, go see the purser and draw your prize money for this fine capture. And with that, he'll pat you on the shoulder, and he will walk to the back of the ship and disappear through a door. And at this point, what would you all like to do? Let's start with who haven't I started with previously? Let's start with Kawari. I don't think I've started with you. So your new captain has walked to the back of the ship and gone through a door, which is under the upper deck, and you are aware that that there is the ship's purser has some kind of reward waiting for you, or you can do something else.
I guess I'll pay a visit to the purser and get my tools together to get ready to move to the new ship.
Okay, so you make move to go back to the frigate to gather up your belongings, and with the intention of seeing the purser.
Yes.
Julio, do you have any? What are your intentions?
No, same thing, basically.
Okay. Is this a bit of a consensus, Willie? Hector, are you of the same mind, or have either of you got anything specific that you would like to do?
No, yeah, I'll go straight into moving into the new spot, so to speak.
Okay. Well, with that, you find yourselves moving together to go to see the purser, and you go seek out the purser. Let me dig up the purser. Bear with me. You make your way inside the Sloppy Betty. You go below decks towards the rear of the ship. You know this is where the ship's purser, an elf called Tathlan Zamarius, has set up his office. You make your way there as a group, and you find him sat at a desk, and he is scribbling on bits of notepaper. He's got an abacus to his side. He's flicking backwards and forwards. You walk up, and you find he is quite oblivious to your presence. Would any of you like to make your presence known?
Knock on his desk.
A knock on his desk, and slightly annoyed, Tathlan looks up, sort of squints his eyes, sees the four of you. Says, "Yes. What? Can you not see I'm busy? What's your business here? And as you were the one that knocked, I'm going to get this name, Kawari, he looks at you.
You may be busy, but we're leaving. We're looking for our pay, and you will be out of your hair.
Your pay. Who sent you to me?
The captain. Who else?
Scars?
Yes. Do
Well,
we have another captain?
Yeah, no. Yes, you do. You have Captain. Captain Scars is the captain of the frigate that you're on, and Sal is the newly promoted captain of the ship that you've agreed to join.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know about that yet. So
Oh,
guess...
he would. He'd have. He'd be. Well, he's one of the
okay.
the ship's officers.
Okay, well.
So
Yes.
He's
Well,
Scars, and he probably sees that you're a bit puzzled. Ah, Sal. So, he picked you. Very well. Well, I have been calculating the value of the vessel that you had a minor hand in helping to take, and I believe for your newly elevated positions, the reward is 150 gold pieces each from the ship's coffers. So, and he will quickly count it out into 4 pouches and put them in front of him. There you go. Put your mark here, and he put a piece of paper forward. And as you take, before you take the pouch, he puts his hand on the pouches, and he expects you to use the quill that he proffers with his other hand to make a mark on a piece of paper. So he offers it to you, Kawari. Says, make your mark and take your pay.
Alright. Well, I sign.
Okay. Ooh, a scholar among us. Very well. And he will pay you. He will give you a pouch containing 150 gold pieces. Who would be next in line?
Yeah, I'd say just like I'll quickly like step up and just write like a quick X across. No real signature.
Yes. Thank you, Hector. That seems to match. There you go, and he will pass you 150 a pouch containing 150 gold pieces.
Nice.
Next. Who's going to step forward next?
Yeah,
Willie
Jude.
can step forward.
Sure, go for
You
it.
can go. Okay. Willie steps
It makes more
forward.
sense.
So Willie. Sorry, what was that? Willie steps forward.
Yeah. I, never really trusting people and being pretty good with money. Just kind of cast approximate to figure out how much is actually in the bag. If he's lying or telling the truth or whatever.
Well, I mean, first you've got to make your mark to get the bag. So have you made your mark?
Well, not yet, because I didn't know how much was actually in there. I was gonna reach out for it and.
I mean, do you actually have to see the object that you?
It's within 10 feet of me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very well.
Within
Yeah.
a
It's.
foot.
It is 150 gold pieces, accurate to the last gold piece.
Is this like how much we usually get, or is this like the increased amount?
Oh, if you were still at your old station, you'd be lucky to see a third of that.
Okay. Just wasn't sure if he knew or not yet. But yeah, I'll kind of sign and grab it and try to leave.
Okay, and finally,
They'll miss him.
name, Tathlan will hold the quill to you, Julio. And you?
Julio will take it and he'll like scribble a really half-assed looking J, which does match his usual signature.
Okay.
But
And Tathon takes the quill back, hands you the pouch containing the gold, and says, "Well, in time, you are improving. Well done. Well, that if that is all, be off with you. But maybe you can. Maybe you want to come back with me with your newfound wealth. Perhaps there are items we have in our stores that could help you before you set sail." And I'll tell you what, all four of you please, roll a society check for me.
What's that?
It's in the skills.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, Julio and Walter, you are a bit nonplussed about why you'd want to come back to see the purser with your gold when you've only just had it. Hector, having been around the ship a bit more, you're used to what's the word? Holding your gold for as long as you can, and only getting the most basic essentials with it. Maybe you have the odd flutter gambling, but you are aware that crew can purchase items from the ship's purser if for a fee, and the fee depends on how available and on how rare it is within the ship's stores.
Okay.
Name Kuari. With your role there, you know that the ship can store some quite coveted items, and it may be that if you have a specific thing in mind that you would be able, there is a good chance that you will be able to purchase it, although it is stuff that is that has been captured and taken from prize ships. So it depends on how successful the ship has been and the ships that it has taken, and so that's something for you all to bear in mind, that before you set sail, you can come back and purchase items from the ship if you have any specific requirements. But outside of that, unless you have something else, you can retire from the this bartering or this payment and go and gather up your things and move into your new ship and your new ship's quarters. Is there anything that any of you would like to do between that, or would you like to pick up on the new ship?
Beyond bartering and all that, yeah, I think I'd just be getting my stuff and trying to, if there is an opportunity to choose, try to pick the best bed sort of deal,
Okay, very well. Let me just bring up my. I'll show you this probably at the end of the session, but let me just bring my map up so I've got an idea of how this looks. It's been a while since I've made this map. Okay, well, fortunately, for the four of you, yeah, there is a selection of rooms, and I'll tell you what we'll do. Initiative's effectively perception, isn't it? So, with this in mind, Hector wants the best. Wants to go and pick the best bed. What we'll do is we'll roll this as effectively an initiative between the four of you. If you all roll a perception, we'll decide who manages to get to their gear, get it packed up, and get over to the other ship to see their rooms first, and then I'll drag you to the map, and then so that you can see and you can choose your rooms. How does that sound?
I feel like Julia was. You would just be last. So between the three of them, really.
I mean, I tell you what. Well, we could do it as an initiative roll because you can choose what skill that you want to use as long as you've got justification for doing it. So if Julio can think of a way that he could get out in front by using a different thing, you could use that for an initiative roll. Then we'll do it as an initiative roll.
I don't think he would care.
All right, okay.
I feel like he'd just be like, "All right."
Well,
he just take whatever's left.
Anybody that's interested can do that roll. If there's only Hector that's interested, then we'll assume that he rushes to get his stuff and he gets there first. Is there anybody else that's particularly keen on choosing their own bed?
I mean, sure. Willie will try to get the best bed. He has a bad back and all.
How about Kuari?
He's not really fussed because he can adorn his own room. Even if he gets a bad one, he'll probably upgrade his own bed.
Right, fair enough. Okay, well, let's do a bit of a initiative roll off between Willie and Hector then.
Yeah, so I'd say the justification is that Hector knows that whenever a new ship is taken, that it's not depending on the characters involved, it can be a mad dash to the opposite, to like get the best selection. So I think if that's the case, if it's all right, I think I'd like to use athletics to kind of like quickly, shuffle down, grab my things, and just moving with speed more than anything else.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, nice. Make an athletics roll. Let's see. You gotta beat a 14.
Mm. Go on. How's Willie gonna go about this?
I think Willie just, trying to, I guess, get there pretty quickly, jumping downstairs and kind of like turning corners pretty quickly. For as frail or older as he is, not that like non-nimble. So potentially like an acrobatics.
Yeah, you're jumping, sliding down the stair rails, with his hands up and that sort of thing, and doing a sort of like a back turn over railings. Unfortunately, his age is showing, and Hector makes it there first.
Can I hero point that?
You certainly can.
Worth it.
Yeah, and you get there first, and you're just in time to meet the elder dragon that is right, okay, so Hector is there pounding across the gangplank, jumps over the railing, and is about to go to the door to where he knows the officers' rooms are, as Willie just sort of lands dead in front of him and pushes the door open. What I will do now is I will bring you to the map.
Wouldn't shove me out of the way.
Nah, I'm alright.
I'll bring
you
you
can
to.
always share. Sleep in the same bed. It's fine.
Beginning every time.
What I will do, I will try and change this so everything's lit up. I'm going to have to change these maps because they look so dark. It's because of the way the walls are set. I'll have to think about how to do this. But
Yeah.
let me just. See, that's quite frustrating because it's not actually showing you the full map. Curses. Right, what I will do, I might do a print screen and just put it in Discord, and then you can choose which ones. We'll do it after, but we'll say Willie, yes, you get to pick your choice of the room, followed by Hector, and then Julio and that name, Kuari, will get to pick later. You stow your stuff, and over the next 24 hours, the Sal has made commands for treasure and plunder to be moved onto the Sloppy Betty, but basic supplies to be brought the other way. The ship is loaded with a week's worth of food, and food, water, and a small cask of rum to make enough grog for probably about 2 weeks. So the ship is provisioned for at least a week, 2 weeks on minimum rations if it was desperate. The captain approaches you all. He has selected a few crewmen who are busy stowing the ship and preparing it for making leave. Captain Sal gathers you all on the deck and says, "We cast off within an hour. Do you have any last business aboard the Betty before we make sail? And this is your opportunity to explore anything else on the Betty, or take advantage of the purser's office to try and buy anything that you can afford with the money that you have, or if you want to seek out anything particular or find anything out. Has anybody got anything that they wish to do before the ship casts off?"
Is there
Yeah.
anything particularly of interest for sale on the Betty?
Well, it depends if you've got anything you particularly want. If it's they'll have most common items, common weapons. Magical items are obviously going to be a bit rarer. Let me just see what's the most appropriate check for this one. It's probably a society check again. If you roll a society check, this one isn't about ships as much as this particular ship, or life in the 13th. I'll be able to probably give you a bit more knowledge depending on what you get. 13. Okay. Yeah. You know that common weaponry supplies, weapon consumables are available for purchase with that roll. So if there's anything standard melee range weapon, any standard equipment that you would like to buy, you know that you'd be able to buy it from the purser.
Okay.
But if there is nothing else, then Sal will gather you in his small stateroom at the back of the ship, and he will inform you of of the mission. So he, from the deck, he goes to the upper deck, guides you into his stateroom, where you see on one side there's a bed, sort of guarded off by a sort of an L-shaped desk with a chair in it, and at the back, to take advantage of the window that goes that forms sectional across the stern of the boat, there is a table that he invites you all to sit at, and Sal will inform you, says, as you are probably well aware, the fleet's suffered badly since the breakup of Dukan, between the lack of trade and the former Navy fleet being in contest with us. We have lost many ships, and several months ago, the storm that blew up, we lost many more. You may not know how bad things are, but we are down to 3 capital ships and a number of corvette squadrons forming ships like this one. We seek to make up these numbers, but first we only have a week or two supply. We must make for land and resupply the ship, ready to go out for hunting and taking our prey. So this is what I order you to prepare for. Get the ship ready, get out. We will find an island, make anchor, and have the crew ready the ship. Have the crew supply the ship with supplies, hunting parties, supplies from the trees and the bushes and the ground. We will get the ship provisioned, and then we will go on our good hunt. However, I would have you know that here in this room we are as equals. If you have any strong desires for a course of action, you need only make them known, and I will take them into consideration. If the collective argument is to go a different course than my own, I will weigh strongly in favour of it. I will also counsel you if I believe this action is perilous or unwise. But have it known amongst yourselves that you are as much of in charge as this ship as I. Do I make myself clear? And he looks at the 4 of you for acknowledgement.
Oh yeah.
Very well. Then dismiss. Let's get this ship under sail. And I think with that, unless there's anything you would like to do, that is probably a good place to pause the session for this week. Yeah?
I'm all set.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're good.
Magic, we'll call it there. Right, I'll just quickly sign out on the stream, and then we'll have a quick chat about what's happening going forward.
Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff.
Okay, thank you for those that are still here watching. This is my first attempt at a full campaign, and I hope you've enjoyed playing along, and I hope to see you again next week. If for anybody that isn't already part of the Ekros community, I would urge you to seek out TrillTheDM's channel. He is our server owner and our main DM for all the games, and from there you can find links to the Ekros Discord channel. Thank you for joining us, and with that I will sign off and say cheerio.